Well, a neat activity for the whole family at the Allen County Fair is the Butterfly Encounter. And today, to tell us more about it, we've got Annette Holt. And thanks for coming today for us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Okay, so let's talk about this. You can go inside, and then butterflies are all around. Tell us about this.
Yes, ma'am. You get to go inside, you get to interact, you get to learn all about the butterflies and as well as their importance to the ecosystem. And you get to feed them, which I'm going to show you how to do.
Okay, show us how to do it. What do they like to eat?
Well, of course, they like to eat pollen. So we make a nectar mixture that has a little bit of sugar, salt, and electrolytes in it. So I'm going to flip the camera around here.
Okay. Oh, there we go. All righty.
So once you come into the exhibit, you get to see all the butterflies. Of course, they're not all the way awake yet. The sun's not out and it's a little dreary today. But you take your little nectar feeding stick and you're going to go underneath and it'll start to crawl on.
Wow, that's beautiful. And of course, that looks like a monarch butterfly. Is that right?
That is. You are correct.
It's really important to save those because they're becoming endangered.
Yes, ma'am, they are. Wow. They're definitely becoming endangered.
So do you have different kinds of butterflies in there?
Yes, ma'am. We have 4 different types of butterflies in here. Let me see if I can find one. So you've seen the monarch. This is the Admiral white ladies. They resemble the cabbage, but they're a little different. They're smaller. They're half the size of a cabbage butterfly.
Wow, okay.
Up here, I don't know if you can see them very well.
Yeah, we can see it, yeah.
But that is a southern painted lady.
Okay.
I'm trying to find all the little hiders. They're still sleeping. Then we have the viscery in here, which he is hiding from me.
Now, where do you get your butterflies? I assume you don't go out and catch them. I mean...
No, ma'am. We have breeders as well as we breed ourselves.
Okay. So you talked about them sleeping. So they really do sleep at night?
Yes, ma'am, they do. And actually, if you look, there's a bunch still sleeping. They're not moving.
So
when the temperature drops down, they go to sleep.
Okay, all right. So the sunshine and the warmth really does motivate them and get them moving.
Yes, ma'am, it does.
I mean, is it a learning experience for families too?
Oh, yes. It is a learning experience for all ages. It does not matter how young or how old you are. You will enjoy it and love it.
Wow. All right, so what got you into this? Why are you bringing butterflies around to fairs, and where else do you go?
We go to different expos, events, and fairs. We travel all over the United States. We've even been to Antarctica.
Wait a minute, that would have to be too cold for the butterflies.
They put us in a heated area.
Oh, okay. All right, very good.
Ma'am.
Okay, so I assume traveling and packing up is a little bit tricky for this. I mean, how do you get all the butterflies collected then?
Well, what you can do is you can freeze butterflies for up to 24 to 48 hours. It's kind of risky going over 24. We try to get them out within 12 to 18 hours at the most because we want them to be able to feed. So we freeze them and ship them to our events. And we travel to the event, set it up, and then once we have it set up, we release them. So we bring their temperature back up.
Wow, that is fascinating. So are there certain flowers that they like best? I know it looks like you have a variety there in the encounter.
Yes. So the southern painted ladies seem to love the daisies the most. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see with the camera. There are little blue eggs all over the daisies, and those are the southern painted lady eggs. There's an egg right there, if you're able to see it.
Oh, yeah, a little bit we can. Wow.
But they seem to love them, and the visceries seem to like the moms. But anything that has a pretty big bud on it, the monarchs and all butterflies seem to love those that are big budded flowers like daisies, as well as moms, some petunias. We try to get the flowers locally, so that way if we release the butterflies instead of transporting them with us to our next exhibit, then they are already accustomed to those flowers.
Wow. All right. Now those eggs, will you take them and like, will they become butterflies eventually? What happens with those? Or
They will become butterflies eventually. They will stay on these plants until they hatch into caterpillars. Then they'll go into a chrysalis. But they will be back here locally, here in Lima.
Oh, so we get to keep them. That's neat.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there a charge then for the butterfly encounter when you're at the fair?
No, ma'am. There is no charge.
What a neat thing. New to our fair, the butterfly encounter. Thank you very much for sharing with us today and showing us the butterflies.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right, don't go away. New Edition continues in a moment.